This is a how-to video for installing roof rack rails on a 2019 Honda Passport. I already installed the roof rail on this side, so thought I'd do a video on how to install it since I can do it with less mistakes this for the other side, hopefully. And I guess the reason I'm filming this is because I looked online and I did see how to install roof rails on a Pilot. And the roof rails on the Pilot are a little bit different. They sit flush to the roof line, right? There's no gap here. And I started assuming that was the way I was going to have to install it, but after opening the box, I found out that it's this kind, which is actually better because there are grooves here, so you can put the cross rails anywhere you want instead of at fixed locations like the Pilot type of roof rail does. So I ordered this from Bernardi.com and $298, and over the holidays they had a free shipping. So anyways, that's where that came from. Didn't come with instructions, but you can download the instructions at Bernardi.com. So essentially what the install consists of is pulling up this gutter cover here and cutting it to make room for 3 mounting locations like the other rail had, right? Now what's different from the Pilot install is the Pilot required you to pull up this end piece here, but with the Passport you don't. You just pull up this one rain gutter and cut it in 3 places and reinstall it, and then mount the rail down. So let's go ahead and start with that. Okay, the first thing they want you to do is measure 19.5 inches from the back and put a piece of tape there. So only has to be approximate. And the whole reason for this is so that when you put the rain gutter cover back on, it gives you a place to line it to. Now, it really doesn't have to be that accurate because you'll see later there's some fudge factor room. This cover, this rain gutter cover or whatever it is, goes underneath the mounts. And the second piece of tape goes 27.5 inches from the front. Again, only needs to be approximate. I'm going to draw a line so that when I reinstall the covers, they'll line back up with the original. So that's that. Next we pull off this cover. I'm going to use some butter knives, wooden butter knives, wooden and plastic butter knives. Not sure if that's going to work actually. I guess that doesn't work. Don't tell my wife that I broke a butter knife. Just trying to get this first one off. Ooh, she's really gonna kill it. There we go. All right, so I got the first one going. One casualty of a butter knife. Gosh, I'm not making this look easy, and it's not that easy. They wanna stay on there, and so once you get it started, hopefully the next one will be a little easier. You really have to break the plastic. I don't know another way around it. There are instructions, but they just say, you know, click it out. And there are instructions, but they don't mention how to break these tabs. So I'm just going to go for it. Trying not to bend the rail. There it is. Voila! Okay, so after you get the rail off, you pull these plastic tabs out of here. You can throw these away because they provide new ones in the box. Now, pulling these tabs out is not easy. You know, you don't want to scratch the vehicle, so you could probably figure out your own way of doing it. I've just kind of been jamming a screwdriver in there, breaking a few things, and then wedging it up. So they'll come up eventually. Next task is to mark where all the cuts are going to be. Again, we're going to take a section out of somewhere around here. We're going to take a section out of somewhere around here, and then the tail end of it gets cut a little bit too. So off from the front. Again, it doesn't have to be exact, but we'll follow their measurements of 11.61. You know, so the precision they have is pretty fine, but I think we can get by with 11 5/8 or so. And then we want 4.5 inches off of here. So that'll be the first section we cut out, right? Next section is 21.25 inches back from this mark. So 21.25 inches back from that mark is right here. Then it's 4.5 inches between that mark and the next one. So it's this 4.5 inches of cutout where the mount is going to go. And then beyond that, it's 28.15 inches from this last section will be 28.15 inches, 28.15. So we'll do 28 1/8 here, somewhere around there. And so, as my good friend Curtis Pollard said, you measure twice, cut once. 11, 4.5, 21.25, 4.5, 28 1/8. Okay, so good. Now we're going to go ahead and cut this. It's a metal. It's rubber on top and metal on the bottom here as the frame. Use whatever tool you want. I chose to use a Sawzall, which is makes for kind of a rough cut, but does the job. I'll bring the camera in. This makes for a very rough cut, but again, it's hidden underneath the foot of the rack, so it really just A has to be approximate and B doesn't need to be pretty. Alright, one down.
That one was a little larger than expected, so you see I deformed this a little bit, but we'll be able to demo that in a minute. Second to last cut.
ugly, but if I deformed it a little bit, just straighten it back out again. I saw another video where they would paint up the end of these, but this metal does not look like it's going to rust. I don't know what it is, but I don't know why you'd paint up the end of it when none of the other metal is painted. So, pieces we care about. We'll get looking good again here. All right, now you see why we wanted this tape on here. These are going to be some mounting bolts here. This cover approximately lines up with the mark you drew previously. The foot will sit over on top about this much here, or more. It's a pretty big foot on the end here. Then same thing with the middle. Those are going to be the mounting holes for the support foot. This is the cover in between the two, and then the front one. So, all right, next is to place these new mounting tabs they provide. In the bottom of this rail, they snap in. Like so. And with this piece of tape, you can see approximately where you want this guy. And if it's a little bit loose, maybe you'll bend in the edges a little bit here, just so the tab is nice and tight. Feels a little tighter there. Okay. Now I'm going to snap this into place. And the reason I can snap it into place now and not worry about exactly where I want it to fit is once it's in, it'll still slide a little bit. So, yeah, this guy's getting snapped in. All right, now.
Guy snapped in. Same thing on these other ones. Let's just make sure it's looking nice and pretty. And this is, I don't want this tape wrapped around. Okay. This one got a little bit of a bend in it. Okay. So, just like so. Gonna bend it together a little bit again. Tighten it up. And snap it into place. The lineup is here. I don't, right? Yep. Okay. I'm going for it. Okay. Looks good. And the final one is here. Pop this into place. Nice and tight already. And this goes like so. Okay. It's up near the front. Drop that in here. This goes under here. Just line up the plastic mount with the stud and shove it in there. Looking good already. Okay.
Yeah, pretty clear. Looks like a bit of a gap here though. It's tight on this side. But it's each of these feet are labeled right hand and left hand side, so this one's labeled for this position, even though there's a little bit of a gap over here. Not big. Okay, this has to be good. Tightened down to 14 to 18 foot-pounds. I know exactly how much that is. It's 10 foot-pounds, and 14, and it's exactly 14. All right, 14 foot-pounds right there. Next, set it in there. There is a bolt that holds down this center. I'm going to go ahead and lightly start that one.
line up the rubber feet. It's a torch bolt here. The other side, I think it said 27, I don't really know. See over here. I don't have any torch bolts, but I have, torch wrenches, but I happen to have that one. Okay, the foot's lined up. It's ready to be tightened down to 12 to 14 foot-pounds. 12 to 14 foot-pounds. Foot's lined up properly. Screw this down. That is 10. That is 10. That is 14. And that is 14. Okay, good. These started. So it's covered here, covered nicely there. It's all centered. Drop these in, get them started. Easy to get started with this tool. Looks good. Doesn't feel like it's started. Good. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's 10. That's 10. That's 14. That's 14. Okay, perfect. Alright, looking good.
The final part is this trim piece. It's all plastic. It's just a cover. These notches here go in here. There's a plastic piece extrusion here that slides in this hole, and the second one pops in here. So the idea is to slide it in at a low angle, like so. You'll feel that plastic piece go in, the white plastic piece go in, and then it's going to snap into place. It's the cover for the front. Same situation. You get these the white tabs slide in. And once it'll slide it in at a low angle like this, once you slide it in, you want to pop it into place. I guess that's popped in. Doesn't feel like it. There we go. That's popped into place. Good. And there's a screw. This little cap here covers this hole here, right? The problem is when this one was shipped, there's the little tabs broke off. There's a lot of heavy objects in that box, and there's little lightweight tabs. I'm going to see if Bernardi will send me another one. But when it's finally done, you just pop that in place, and it snaps in. And then this project. This project is complete. Okay, racks on both sides. Finito.